Is this how your guitar lessons sound?
That is correct. I'm just really high from dinner.
Mm.
Whew, that was a good dinner.
I don't think it was dinner or whatever.
Hey guys, and welcome to another episode of Charlie and Ponyo.
Boom. Drop it in like a meteor or shit coming at ya.
That's Charlie and I'm Ponyo. Welcome listeners to another exciting episode.
How's it going?
Oh babe. So many things happening.
Oh, so many things.
Tell me things.
What's going on?
I know you have a lot to say.
Oh, mate, don't get me
This
started.
has been on your mind for a while, huh?
Everything's been on my mind for a while.
That's true. You want to break it down for our dear listeners?
Yeah, I'm
dear
all about
listeners,
breaking it
hang
down.
in there. Let me tell you this, guys. You guys are in for a treat. So, firstly, we've got Charlie venting. Just let him vent. In other words, you can fast forward if you like. That's the beauty of podcasts. You can always fast forward. Or you can listen to this story or Charlie's theory. But hang in there because I'm telling you there's a sweet, sweet story about to share with you later.
Well, I mean, I just wanted to just ask a question. Like, what gets you up in the morning?
Ooh. My alarm clock. my body, my circadian rhythm. That gets me up in the morning. But right now, the fact that we're in isolation, I honestly look forward going to my so-called office and going to work because that's the only thing that I can feel like I can escape from this whole COVID-19. Because everywhere you turn, whether it's on social media, on TV, on the radio, it's just constant coronavirus.
Yeah.
I'll be honest, I'm at the stage where I don't even remember what discussions that you and I or with my girlfriends we would have had prior to coronavirus.
Oh, really?
I'm exaggerating, but you know what I mean? It feels like that. It feels like all we've been talking about is just coronavirus.
Yeah, I hear, but yeah, nah.
Yeah, nah.
Nah, my memory works.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What gets you up in the morning, Bo?
Oh, the sweet smell of air.
It's a lot cleaner nowadays.
Yeah. The good taste of food. Being able to open your eyes and see things, feel things. That's what gets me up in the morning.
Oh, you're such a
The ability to
got a beautiful soul about you.
the ability to to fart. To be honest. No, but you know what I mean. Like it's the ability to push past the wind into the next day. Into the day that's ahead.
What are you trying to get at, babe?
No, I don't know.
Why are you so deep today?
I was putting it out there. Otherwise, I'll start talking about coronavirus conspiracies and shit. Because
But I do like that question. I think it's important, especially now when we're in this situation, and I'll let you vet very soon about the whole coronavirus theory. But getting up, it's not just, you need to be present. You need to be able to get up and be present. There's no point of getting up and just go, and waste that day as well.
100%.
So whether you feel like you're stuck at home, and I'm doing air quotes here, make the most of that. And I'm pretty sure we mentioned this in previous podcasts, but, pick a topic that you want to learn or whatever it may be. Pick up an instrument.
Exactly.
Learn a language, whatever it may be. Be present. Be in the moment because honestly...
That's what you got. It's called the present for a reason.
Exactly. At this rate...
Past is the past, the future is the future, the present is a gift for you now.
Exactly, and at this rate...
Rhyme about that. I should write a rap
Babe, that's pretty old school.
Okay.
But at this rate, if the world is ending anytime soon, you might as well make the most of it.
That's true. That's so true.
Go, babe. Your turn.
I know
you're dying to vent.
I was just thinking. I don't know. I've just been thinking of my porcelain throne for a while, and you just think about.
You've been sitting on the porcelain
throne
for a while now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just thinking about like the I guess the post-COVID situation and what that looks like, or the post-world after COVID.
I can't see
Post-COVID world. Because it's quite similar. The way, and I don't know about everyone else, but my mind actually kind of works. So when you think back about the war on terror...
I'm glad that your mind's working back.
I said kind of works. So you think back to like 9/11, September 11 attacks, right? Mm-hmm. And then all of a sudden, there was this whole bombardment with the media and with just everything that just came in, everything that was in your line of sight, and I mean line of sight, not just in your eyes, but in your ears, and then it just soaks into you. And then the next thing you know, you've got the war on terror, weapons of mass destruction. They're trying to find these weapons of mass destruction. Who's got them? Let's go try find them. They invade countries and they killed a whole bunch. We're talking hundreds of thousands of innocent people invading these countries to find these weapons of mass destructions. And you know what happened?
What?
They didn't find these weapons of mass destruction. And and then you fast forward to sort of like the global financial crisis. So you're talking 2008, 2009. And so it was a whole bunch of financial services and companies that ran reckless, and they were trying to kick the can as far down the road as they could, but they were fucking it up. And then what happened is the government bailed them out, and no one was arrested, and no one was put on trial. No one went to jail for the huge hardships and the losses that the world faced. I mean, that was a bad couple of years, and I think the world only just started recovering from it a couple of years ago. And then so you fast forward to this, right? So you fast forward to COVID.
Wait, I think you're missing something as well. SARS.
Oh, but SARS was 2002.
Oh, really? Oh, that was before the global financial crisis?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
But you're talking dynamic world events, and I think it's one of those. I mean, this will go down in.
Oh, for sure.
In the annals of history, annals of history. I'll call it the annals just because it just sounds so dirty. It's the annals of history. It's like deep in the annals of history.
Of course.
Down in the prison purse. It's going to be one of those things that, people will be like, when we're old and we're in our 80s, and then they're like, oh, there's this technological bacteria that's going around. Like, it was nothing compared to what we had to deal with back in 2020 with the coronavirus.
Is that how you sound when you're old, babe?
Oh, even worse. But you know what I mean? It's like, I think there's a bigger... And I'm not like a conspiracy theorist nut, but you just think about it, and there's probably more at play than what meets the eye and what they're actually talking about, or what's even going on in the media, or even at play from a government level.
What we see is the tip of the iceberg.
100%.
Below that iceberg, that's where we should.
That's where all the shit happens, and that's
absolutely.
where. And so that goes back. So going. Just rounding that out to with the global financial crisis, a whole bunch of people made a whole bunch of money off that.
Of course.
But it was the people in the know. And then circling back onto the war on terror and the 2001 September 11 attacks, there was a whole bunch of companies and a whole bunch of government industries that made a whole bunch of money off that. And it's the same situation. Yeah.
And we're going through that now.
Yes, and it's the same situation now where it's just like, I think more on that is that I don't know, correct me if I'm wrong. Tell me if I'm speaking out of turn, but I think there's like a whole bunch of like weird government control situations and systems that are initially being put in place in their infancy to then start ramping up or rolling out. And so one of the most interesting things that I've heard about, right, over the course of the last 2 weeks, I was going to bring it up last week, but ran out of time. So they want to give people, it's similar to what they're doing in China. And so if you don't have COVID, you get a green tick of approval from the government on your phone. Right? And then it's almost like and then you've got a QR code. So in China, they've got a QR code
Yes.
that you have to scan when you go into places, and you have to scan your QR code.
Yeah.
And when you scan it, you get a green tick. That means you can go onto the public transport system.
Yes.
Or you can go into a shop, or you can go into wherever. And it's like, it's a way of systematically checking in and government tracking you to make sure that you're a citizen with a green tick. On top of that is that a lot of places, so just in Sydney and Australia, just for example, so cashless, so it's all cashless now. So you can't use, so for thousands, hundreds of thousands of years, the system of barter or the system of global tender was cash. And it was always cash. Whether it's gold coins, whether it's seashells, whether it's your toenails. Now you can only buy alcohol, you can only buy groceries, you can only buy stuff with a credit card or with a card. What if you don't have a card? You're fucked.
Yep. They want to be able to control and see your spending habits as well.
And that is really the kicker of it all. Is it's a systematic form of control. I think that they're systematically locking in. So you've got stages of systematic control that they're locking in, and they'll definitely roll back some of those control mechanisms, but they'll definitely keep some of them in play later on if they need to roll them back out later on.
It's actually a good point you've made, because for the longest period, I can only recall having maximum $50 in my wallet, and that to me is a lot of cash. Beside that,
Yeah, because you got the other grand of my money sitting in your other back pocket. That's
no, but that's not the case. But I just have everything is all cashless. Everything's all cashless, paperless. When you go to the doctors, prescriptions, they're not written on a piece of paper anymore. It's printed out for you, so they keep records of all your drugs, medication, whatever it may be. When you go to health insurance, that's all paperless as well. Everywhere you go, it's paperless and cashless.
And your name and number is tracked in the system, so they can pull up any sort of data.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess Edward Snowden has talked about this years ago with the NSA and all the stuff that they...
So WikiLeaks. Is that...
well, he did the NSA leaks.
Oh, yes.
But, I mean, you talk about stuff like they know everything about us.
Oh,
and they know.
And then they always know they're always one step ahead of us. So I'm pretty sure I mentioned this story where a girl didn't even realize, a woman, didn't realize she was pregnant until the grocery store told her that she was pregnant. She found out via a supermarket, because when you buy groceries, you would swipe your card.
The intuitive nature of the...
Exactly. And then for a short period, she stopped buying sanitary pads. And that's when the supermarket knew that, hang on, if you're not buying pads, you must be pregnant. So she found out, getting her weekly special email saying, hey, here are some baby products. And she's like, well, hang on, why are you promoting baby products when I'm not pregnant? And she did the pregnancy test. Boom.
Yeah.
Turned out she's pregnant. See, so they're always one step ahead of us.
Yeah.
So these supermarkets, major supermarket chain, they have these so-called point system. It's really not a point system. It's just to keep track of what we're buying and what we're consuming.
Oh, 100%. I mean, once upon a time, I used to work for one of those conglomerates. But it more so, and that's a whole nother story. Because the thing that really gets me is the whole social media. And I know we talked about this a while ago. The theory of planned behavior and stuff like that. And just so circling back on that is like, they have got such a great understanding now, because a lot of our apps, especially the main ones that we use, we've got we've left the acceptance on what tracks and what doesn't. So they know our sleeping patterns. They know where we move. They know how we move, and it builds a whole life cycle of planned behavior and theory of what a person does. And when they do that, you can past behavior is always, you can get an understanding of what the future behavior is, and you can make all types of crazy assumptions.
Of course.
About that. And
I just add as well, with social media, the difference, what has happened in the past, for example, 9/11, that was pre-social media. Social media was not big back then.
No.
All the information that was given to us was via, I guess, TV media, news, right? Or radio or newspaper. Now we're getting so much more content via different channels.
Yeah.
That's the difference. And we tend to have, I guess, it's spreading a lot faster.
Yeah, and so on that, the content you don't know what the originator and what the means to an end is of it. Is always find.
That's true.
But at the end of the day, don't let the news. I've always been a fan of the theory of don't let the news come to you.
Yep.
And go out and find your own news,
Of
because
course.
people will tell you fucking everything.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's my that's my lecture on COVID conspiracy. I think it's a little bit of a fucking wet fart.
Dear listeners, what are your thoughts on COVID-19? Is it really a virus that's taking over the world, or do you think it's planned in terms of the economy breakdown?
Yeah, I think it's a system of control. So however you want to label that control, whether it is always financial instruments and financial institutions.
So the winner from this, if your theory is accurate, it's basically it's the 1%. It's the 1% of the super duper wealthy that would win from this pandemic. Correct?
Yeah.
Everyone else, when I've mentioned this before, I'm pretty sure I mentioned it to you, we're in a Hunger Game.
Yeah.
This is the fittest, the survivor of the fittest.
Yeah.
Where we're playing survivors. It's that TV show. And that's the situation at the moment. People are defending for themselves, for their families, and that's it.
Yeah.
They're fighting for toilet paper, they're fighting for food, that's it. And you are absolutely right with the control, because I guess we're being dictated in terms of what to consume, what not to consume.
Where to go, where not to go.
Exactly. Cannot go
Who to see, who not to see.
Exactly. So yeah.
It's a little taste of what a fascist dictator state would look like.
Well, we're living it now.
Cheers to that. Anyway.
Moving along.
That's too much doom and gloom.
Let's brighten things up. So, as I promised our dear listeners, got a very exciting story.
What's that?
So, dear Charlie, how was your weekend?
Yeah, it was not bad.
What did you get up to?
Yeah, not much. What did you get up to?
Oh, it was super entertaining. So you think that would be a lockdown? It would drive everyone batshit crazy. Well, I think it drove you somewhat a bit insane. So let me paint the picture for our dear listeners. Right, we live in a pretty nice neighborhood. You're at home playing COD, and what do you hear? And you've got the TV on quite loud. So outside our balcony, we've got a little grass park area. You hear this little kitten meowing, meow, 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 calling out your name, Charlie, Charlie, Charlie. Oh, what do? You get so excited, you run outside.
It was doing this for 2 days, mind you.
That's true.
Just
You
heard
felt
it.
sorry for it.
Yeah, and I go out on the balcony and smoke a cigarette, and I look at the world, I critique it, and there was just this little kitten that
Staring
was
right at you.
It was stuck in a fence for about an hour.
Oh, poor dear.
It got stuck underneath a fence, and I was just sitting there, just like, it's a bird. The Australian birds aren't nice birds.
They're nice.
We have these things called bin chickens.
Yep.
So it's like a chicken. It looks like a dinosaur. It's got white feathers. It's got the beak. It's got a 10-inch beak that's got razors on it.
It stinks.
And it stinks. it smells like a sloth.
Gross.
And they fly around, and they can fly, and all they do is they go around into bins, and they've got this 10-inch nozzle that they can just go and like just hone in and just like smash into food. And I'm like, that cat is gonna get eaten by one of these bin chickens. All it takes is a couple of stabs, and they're just gonna suck its blood dry
Oh yeah.
like a vampire.
So what did you?
Oh, which
decide
reminds
to do?
me, What We Do in the Shadows season 2 is
Oh.
already out.
Yes.
But yeah, I'm just like, that kitten's a goner.
And then you decided to become a hero.
Flicked my cigarette butt, tried to hit it, but couldn't hit it. Walked inside. Next day, I kept hearing this meow. Anyway, you keep going. Yeah, you go.
And then you decide to be a hero. And not all heroes.
Not be a hero.
You are the hero?
Just revert back to the hero that I was.
So then you heard this little kitten crying out your name, screaming out for help. You decided to go out and help the kitten.
Yeah, well, it was sitting in my driveway.
It was.
And I would have ran it over.
But it was so attached to you. The moment it saw you, I honestly...
So I ran down there. You gotta tell the story properly.
Yeah, so you ran down there and I followed after you.
I was like, Ponyo, come down.
So I'm running down, braless, no bra, no socks.
I'm already down there.
Luckily I've got a t-shirt and panties on. Running down and
Pooh Bear in it, as usual.
all I see is this little kitten, this little pussy hanging around my husband, being all over my man. You know? Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, she was in love with you. It was a she, right? Mm-hmm. Obviously. Oh, she was head over heels for you. She didn't like me.
No.
I didn't like her.
Or she tried to like you,
Nah.
but you wouldn't have a bar of it.
There are two types of people in this world.
Yeah.
Either you're a dog or you're a cat person. I'm definitely the dog person.
Yeah, but you were born in the year of the rat.
Correct.
So
hence the reason why I do not
that
like
makes
rats.
100%,
I mean cats.
It makes 100% sense.
Yes.
Because
Nah.
you
Don't
would
care
have
for
been
them.
killed by so many of those cats.
Yep. Don't care for them. Whereas you're a dog, so you get along with a lot of the animals.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't really care for that type of stuff. What I really do care for is, I don't know, it's a lot of people, I think we talked about it in one of our old podcasts, is where when people walk past and they see a homeless person, they avert their eyes. And it's like, no, it's just because you avert your eyes doesn't mean the situation doesn't happen. Or if, you know what I mean? If you go past an accident and you see a car crash and you just keep on driving past it. I mean, I always, can I preach again?
You're going
There's two types of people in the world. There's the people that help and there's the people that don't.
You're the former.
Well, yeah, and I help as much as I can. I mean,
Babe, wait. Let me stop you right there. You helped as much as you can. Babe, you were at the point where if the kitten was able to speak, it was calling you mama. Because you were holding it, you were cradling, you were looking after that kitten as if it was like a newborn. Babe, you made me go get milk for it. You made me go get food for it.
Thanks for that. Well, as soon as I sat down, it was like so scared.
It was so scared, yes.
It was so scared of everything in the world, and as soon as I sat down, it tried to climb up my leg, and so I just grabbed it a little bit and put it onto my lap as I sat there, and I just like...
It just wanted
it
to
just
be
loved
held.
that. And then so every time I was around it, it just wanted that.
So let's take it a step further. So then I said, hey, Charlie, it's late, let's go up, we got to go have dinner. Oh, no, you were adamant. You're like, Ponyo, we need to take this kitten up. I'm like, hell no. I'm not like taking a stray animal, a stray pussy, up into the apartment. That's disgusting. No. You're like, what are we going to do? I'm like, there's no we in this. This is on you. If you want to be a hero and you want to be a mama to the kitten, you do it on your own. Ain't we. No, ain't no we in that. So what did you decide to do, babe?
I looked after the pussy.
Exactly. And that's what you do, babe.
Look after the pussy.
You already have one pussy at home.
Hey, you look after the other pussy.
So then you went and got a wine box, got a towel,
Yeah.
made a little home. Where did you put the kitten?
In the garage.
And then, okay, dear listeners, let me paint the picture. So Charlie and I, we don't have any kids, obviously, and thank God for that. So he puts the little kitten. Oh, can I tell the listeners? You named the bloody kitten too.
I did.
What's the name?
You tell.
No, you
Dempsey.
tell. Dempsey, okay? Is that a boy's name? Unisex.
Yeah. It's whatever you want it to be.
So this is the point where you know you're so attached to the kitten, where you're naming the freaking kitten when it's not even yours. So, Dempsey stays the night in our garage. At 4:30 in the freaking morning, what happens?
I don't know.
You tell the dear listeners.
There was meows coming from outside the window.
So you thought it was you.
Yeah.
I was in a deep sleep. So you thought it was Dempsey. So you jumped out of bed. Oh, I've never seen you jumped out of bed so fast in my entire life. Ran out, went to the garage, and had a look at Dempsey. And Dempsey was his...
Well, there was like 3 cats out there having, like 3 stray hood rat cats having sex out on the driveway.
Oh.
As soon as I came there, they were like, oh, there's a dog.
The massive orgy.
There's a dog. We need to bounce. And then I open up the garage door and Dempsey's just like...
Chilling.
Just chilling. It's like nothing.
So then a couple of hours later...
Yeah. Woke up.
I made you take Dempsey.
Oh, I fed it pizza.
Oh, yeah, you're not supposed to feed a kid pizza.
Yeah. But I fed it pizza and then we took it to the RSPCA.
Yep.
And hopefully it finds in the wine box, mind you.
Did it cry a little when you...
It was clawing on my hand and it didn't want to go into the box because it knew what was happening. Time was up.
But can I say, not all heroes, they don't wear capes.
No.
They do wear very expensive shoes and jumper.
That's true. And, I mean, me being Dogman, you wouldn't want Dogman wearing a cape because he would just chase the cape like a tail. You know what I mean? So you don't
Running around in circles.
Yeah, you don't want Dogman chasing his cape.
Babe, can I just say, you have a beautiful soul. And for anyone that want to get to know you, you have such a softy soul.
Yeah, I know.
But good on you though.
Yeah.
For rescuing the kitten.
Hey, I'm
Dempsey
all
was
about...
very lucky.
I'm
Dempsey had another life to live.
Yeah, and you know, the way I see it is just like I'm all about saving the pussy.
You're doing well. One pussy at a time.
Yep.
Oh dear Lord. You've got me to deal with.
I know.
That's plenty already.
An old pussy and a young pussy. Don't know what to do with myself.
Oh gosh. Hey guys, and thank you for listening to us. Hope you enjoy the podcast. Be good. Take care of each other. Bye.
Have a good week.
There's no secret to living.